everybody, Mrs. Ketter here. We're going to be working on our lesson number 5 today, the left hand position. So what we want to do today is that we're going to take our hands and actually put them up onto the D string to learn a new note today. So to get started, let's talk about our hand and what the finger numbers are on our left hand. So if you look at the palm of your hand, you can see that next after your thumb, which we don't count as a finger, number 1 is the pointer, number 2 is the middle finger, number 3 is the ring finger, and pinky is number 4. So today we're just going to need our number 1 finger, the pointer. So if you're a violin or viola, you want to get your instrument up onto your shoulder. Now I'm going to use my right hand, which is usually plucking or using the bow, to steady the instrument and just keep it stable while I move my left hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fingers off of the shoulder of the instrument, and you'll notice my thumb is on the other side opposite. I'm going to slide it up to the neck, and then I'm going to slide my hand down the neck. I want to find the little white fuzzy sticker on the side of the neck to put my thumb and place my fingers directly across from it, lining them up with that first top stripe on your instrument. Once you have your fingers lined up and your hand lined up next to the first stripe, you're going to just take your pointer finger and curl it down onto the string like this. Now I'm putting it on the fingertip on the D string, and I'm making sure that I'm just touching the tip of my finger to the string. I really don't want to put my finger down flat like that. We call that smushy fingers. That's because I'm putting it on too many strings, and I really just want to put it on top of one string, and that is my D string. Now, if you're a cello player, it's going to look a little bit different. You're going to have your cello in position, and what you want to do is you want to make the letter C shape with your hand, with your left hand. So what you're going to take is that thumb, and you're going to put it behind the neck of the cello. Now, everybody should have a little fuzzy white sticker on the back of your cello. So when you take your C, you're going to put the thumb on the back sticker. And then just your thumb touching, and then you're going to take your pointer finger, and in the very top stripe, you're going to put it down on its fingertip on the D string. Now this is my D string. Might look a little different from your angle, because remember, you look opposite than me. Now, I'm going to go back to the violin for a second, and we're going to pluck our D string with that finger touching. So take your right hand, which has been holding here to stable the instrument, make a pointer, put your thumb on the sticker, and come over to the D string and pluck the D string with your finger on it, and let's listen. Let's do it a couple times. We'll do it again. Now, for some reason, you have a funnier sound, and it kind of sounds like this. What you have to make sure you do is you really have to kind of push that finger down like you're pressing a button. It needs to be on its tip so that it can really make the string contact the fingerboard underneath. It has to be laying on it, and we have to push it down, and then when you pluck the string, it has a nice ringing sound like this. If you're not pushing it down, it might sound a little funny like that. So make sure you're pushing it down. Now if you're cello, the same idea. You want to push that string down. Got to pull my end pin out first. You're going to push the string down and make sure that you're putting just your fingertip, just the tip of your finger, not smushy finger like that, just the tip, and make sure it's on the D. Remember, I'm opposite, so it looks a little different what string I'm on. And then I'm going to pluck it with my other hand, just down a little bit lower where we normally pluck. I'm going to pluck that string, and it should sound like that. Now if it's sounding like this, again, you have to push your finger down like you're pressing. Push down, push. Yeah, make sure it has a good solid ring. Okay, very good. Now, we're actually going to play our song that's on the back of lesson sheet number 5, and it's called The Blues. So turn your sheet over, and we're going to see that it says on the very first line of the song, a D, a number 1, a D, a number 1, and then G, 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 and a rest. And the way that we play that, and I'm going to do it on the cello first, is that we start without our finger touching, just the D string, and we're going to pluck it. And then we're going to put the first finger on the D and pluck it. Lift it off and just do D again. Put it down for 1 again. And then I have to move my plucking finger over to the string below and pluck G 3 times. And then rest. So let's do that again. Cello and violin and viola can all do it with me. Start with just plucking your D, no finger, ready? D, and then put it down. 1, pluck it again. D, put it down. 1, and then G 3 times. G, G, G. Very good. I'm going to switch over and do that on the violin this time. So violin, violas, and cellos can still play along with me. Just make sure that you have your finger pushed down when it's time. Start without your finger on the string, and let's just do that first line. As a matter of fact, let's do the whole song. So we have to do the line D1, D1, 4 times in a row. But then when we get to the 5th line, what do we do different? Well, we have to move our finger across to pluck the A and put the 1 finger on the A for that line. So it's going to sound like this. A, and then the 1 finger on the A, just the A again, the 1 on the A, and then the D, no fingers, but then the 1 on the D, no fingers on D, and then 1, and then we're going to do 5 G's. And then we say, oh yeah. It's kind of a jazz saying because those guys are so cool. We know they like to just go, oh yeah, that's great stuff. So we're going to say, oh yeah. All right, well, let's try the whole song together. So instruments up again in playing position. Get ready for the first line. We're going to do it straight through. Here's the count off. Ready? D1, D1, G, G, G. Next line. D1, D1, G, G, G. 3rd line. D1, D1, G, G, G. 4th line. D1, D1, G, G, G. Now get ready. Here's the A line. Ready? A1, A1. Now D1, D1, and then the G. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Now I made a recording of us so we can play along with the blues piano part that goes with it. So there's a drum part you're going to hear first. It's going to beat the drum 8 times, 8 clicks on the drum, and then it's going to start the song. And we're going to play along with it. Might be a little fast for you now, so just listen if you don't think that you're ready to play along yet. But it will do it a 2nd time, so I'll cue us to do it the 2nd time also if you want to join me then. All right, so here's the blues. We're going to listen for the kick 8 times first. I'm going to count in 1, 2, ready on D. 1, D, 1, G, G, G. Next line. 1, D, 1, G, G, G. 3rd line. 4th line. first really big song, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the blues, and you can keep practicing it. I'm going to put the recording that we just played along with in our Google Classroom, so you can just listen to the recording and practice to that. And if you get really good at it and you feel really ambitious, you can also try it with the bow. So I hope you enjoyed lesson number 5. I'll see you next time. Keep practicing. Take care, everybody. Bye.